back to my channel, another guy talking about movies. I'm KJ Duff, and today we're talking about Spider-Man No Way Home. Yeah, I know, I'm late, but you know what they say. Better late than never, right? Right? Spoiler alert, there are no spoilers here. Yeah, I don't do spoilers. I'm pretty sure everyone has seen this movie, but I work on the assumption that there's like one guy out there who just woke up from a coma and has no idea what's going on. This is for you, buddy. KK's gotcha. Before we get into it, I humbly request that you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And if you're feeling extra generous, go ahead and hit that notification bell to be notified of all my future videos. Let's swing in. Get it? Because it's Spider-Man and he swings instead of let's dive in. Let's just swing in. Let's dive in. Spider-Man No Way Home is the third installment of the infamous Web Slingers MCU saga, and it picks up exactly where the 2019 film Spider-Man Far From Home left off. Following his defeat at the hands of Spider-Man, Quentin Beck, aka Mysterio, played by Jake Gyllenhaal, posthumously releases a video exposing Spider-Man's secret identity to the world, setting off a frenetic firestorm of legal and social problems for the young Peter Parker. When those problems begin to affect not only his future, but the future of those closest to him, Peter seeks the help of Dr. Stephen Strange, played by Benedict Cumberbatch. As fate, or plot, will have it, Strange knows the perfect spell to make everyone forget Peter Parker was ever Spider-Man. What's more, he shows no misgiving about abusing this power. When he realizes the obvious ramifications of everyone forgetting he's Spider-Man, Peter asks Dr. Strange to make minor alterations to the spell. He wants everyone to forget he was Peter Parker, except the people he loves. Because of Peter's unceasing interference, Strange's concentration is broken, and the spell nearly turns into a catastrophic nightmare before he can contain it. Unbeknownst to them both, beings from other universes manage to slip in amidst the momentary chaos, and proceed to wreak havoc upon Peter's home. The peace of his world is now contingent on Spider-Man rounding up the villains and sending them back to their universe. Yet, when Peter learns that sending them back to their epoch would be, for some, sending them back to their destined deaths, he ignores Dr. Strange's warnings and tries to find a way to give them a second chance at life. However, Peter soon finds that attempting to help those who do not desire help often comes with frightful consequences. There's no way to sugarcoat this fact. Spider-Man No Way Home is blatant fan service. I mean, geez, at one point in the movie, Peter's holding a cup of coffee that literally says, "We are happy to serve you." It is shameless nostalgia baiting on a cosmic scale. However, knowing that fact doesn't stop this film from successfully plucking away at our heartstrings. Spider-Man No Way Home is again directed by Jon Watts, who helmed the first two MCU Spider-Man films. The screenplay is written by Chris McKenna and Eric Sommers, who've been part of the project since its inception. The running theme in the film is second chances, from Peter trying to get his friends a second chance at admission to MIT, to literally trying to give villains a second chance at reform. There are two ideologies woven into the fabric of this film. Aunt May's, played by Marissa Tomei, and Norman Osborn's, played by Willem Dafoe. Aunt May recites the famous maxim spoken throughout every iteration of Spider-Man: with great power also comes great responsibility. Norman Osborn believes the antithesis: with great power comes the freedom to do whatever you want, much to the detriment of others. When these competing ideologies clash in the film, the result is a compelling story underneath all the fanfare, with a tremendous emotional depth. Aside from the regular cast of recurring characters, the writers also had a slew of new characters to work with. They do a good job, for the most part, of balancing their time and, most importantly, making their presence serve the story. Norman Osborn's Green Goblin is nihilistic chaos incarnate. Dr. Otto Octavius' Doc Ock, played by Alfred Molina, is the calculated enigma, and Max Dillon's Electro, played by Jamie Foxx, is the conflicted wildcard. Flint Marco's Sandman, played by Thomas Hayden Church, and Dr. Kirk Connors' Lizard, played by Rhys Ifans, are the only two characters in the story who had no impact on its stakes whatsoever. They were eye candy, mere physical obstacles for the hero to overcome. There are many performances in the film to praise, but I want to highlight Willem Dafoe's portrayal of the Green Goblin. Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin is a testament to Sam Raimi's casting acumen. Whereas the villains of the last two Spider-Man films seem to kind of underwhelm, Dafoe's Green Goblin sets the silver screen ablaze, dramatically changing the tone of the film that up until now was pretty light. Dafoe does an amazing job of seamlessly bounding between the dual psychosis of Norman Osborn. He weaves a perfect web of deceit and manipulation, and when he finally unleashes destructive mayhem, the payoff is our hearts on a pike. The movie is not without its flaws. When Peter's identity gets revealed, his close-knit life unravels into frayed strings of frenzied madness, captured by the spastic camera movement and the somewhat slapstick comedy. He immediately finds himself in legal trouble. Miraculously, those woes get explained away with a sour slice of fan service. Similarly, I kind of felt like Doctor Strange was a little mishandled. As the adult in the room, he's oddly reckless and blasé about a problem he had a huge hand in creating. He serves as another plot device, a tool used to initiate the action and give information through exposition, only to be removed from the equation up until the end, where he's brought back in as the Deus Ex Machina to literally magically fix the problem. Which kind of brings me to my last point. There's a few moments in the film that have a little bit too much exposition. And for a movie that's 2.5 hours long about, you want it to be more fast paced. So having that exposition kind of hindered it a little bit and it dragged at times. All in all, those are the only real big flaws I saw to the movie. There are a lot of things I enjoyed. What I particularly appreciated was Peter Parker's character arc throughout all three films. In Spider-Man Homecoming, Peter Parker was eager to grow up. He constantly begged Tony Stark for more responsibility as Spider-Man, even going as far as ditching school and being willing to abandon his future plans for school, all for the hopes of being an Avenger like his mentor. In Far From Home, we saw the opposite of that. He actually wanted to rid himself of the responsibility so that he can go back to being just a kid, the same kid he was before he got bitten by the radioactive spider. The same kid who spent time with his friends building Lego Death Stars and pining after his crush, MJ Watson. In Spider-Man No Way Home, Peter seeks to have the best of both worlds, looking for the perfect balance between his public and private life, his power and his responsibility, and the turmoil that trying to have it all entails. I especially enjoyed the ending of the film. It was reminiscent of Sam Mendes' James Bond film Skyfall. The adventure came around full circle, bringing us back to something familiar. Not an ending, but a new beginning. I don't know if there are any plans for more Tom Holland Spider-Man. I'm not exactly current on the deal between Sony and Marvel in regards to the rights to Spider-Man. If there will be, it'll be interesting to see where the character goes from here, and where Spider-Man fits into the MCU moving forward. For me personally, growing up, Spider-Man was one of my favorite superheroes. His biggest problems were never the foes he faced, although they did give him his fair share of headaches. It was the human issues, something as simple as having a cold or trying to be there for loved ones when they needed him, fretting over rent, or trying to figure out how to make ends meet. Those are the kind of things that made Peter Parker relatable. That is why Spider-Man could be anybody under that mask. Of the three MCU Spider-Man films, Spider-Man No Way Home is by far the strongest outing. Like I said, the movie is fan service and nostalgia baiting at its unapologetic best. However, unlike the fan service that other franchises have tried to do, I'm not going to say names, you know who you are, I was happy to go along for the ride, even though it may have been against my will. Underneath the spectacle and the fanfare, there's a real story about second chances, redemption, pain, loss, sacrifice, darkness, and the strength that it takes to fight and do what's right in spite of it all. In the immortal words of Aunt May, when you help someone, you help everyone. And that does it for me. If you haven't seen Spider-Man yet, I recommend you go see it. Go see it in the movie theaters. Be safe, of course, but see it. It's fun. You won't be disappointed. You'll be happy you paid the $100 for the ticket. If you already watched it, let me know what you thought in the comment section below. Spoil the whole damn thing if you want down there. I don't care. Did you find this video helpful? If you did, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you didn't and you hated everything I did, hit the like and subscribe button anyway. That'll really teach me. Please don't forget to hit the notification bell to be notified of all my future videos. The next movie I'm going to watch tonight is The Matrix Resurrections, but I probably won't post a video for that until after Christmas, so be sure you stay tuned for that. Oh, one more thing. In my last video, I said you can go to my website to look at my reviews. Don't do that. That website doesn't exist anymore. However, if you want to stay connected, go to my Instagram. Yeah, I got Instagram. The Instagram is @the_new_cinema_republic. That way we can stay connected and we can interact and talk about movies while you wait for my next video to come up in 2024. Alright, now I'm really done. I've been KJ Duff. This is another guy talking about movies. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Yeah, it's me again. I won't take up much of your time. I know you got better things to do. I just wanted to say to all those who are celebrating it, Merry Christmas. For those who aren't, Happy Holidays. And for everyone, if you're spending time with your family, I hope you enjoy it and that you're safe. I love you. And here's a gift from me to you. Silent night. No singing? Okay. Merry Christmas. See ya.